Top morning, ladies. My name is welcome to the What If Chunky was in the Winx Club. Not Chucky, Chunky. There's a difference. Chunky, the one that you see on your screen here. This part right here did not spell like Chucky. So, like, that Chucky is a murderous doll, basically. And, yeah. So, this is my brand new one. So, let's begin with details things. First, the Chunky, this big guy right here, actually is actually a big buff guy inside of that small suit. It's like sometimes you see anime characters that are like really chunky. One episode they like go somewhere and then they come back looking like a anime guy. Well, this guy, he was actually not chunky at all. He was a buff guy inside of a suit of armor. So, yeah. And then in this alternate timeline, Darcy, that's her name, I looked it up, has a crush on him in this What If. So ready? Let's begin. He was born and like everyone else, but he was always in a suit. Or his parents make him wear the suit all the time. Because everyone was not afraid of his power, but they did not want to attract unwanted attention. They weren't in like a cult or anything like that. So, yeah. So he goes to the boys' school. There, everyone made fun of him. Or actually, let me back up. So he went to a small school. Well, there, she had a crush on him. She was the same age as him. Everyone else picks on him. Like stole his lunch money thing. So then, yeah. He's been mostly bullied for the rest of his life. Except for kindness from her. So then when they got older, he's about the same age as what Sky has. SKY. Yeah. So then, yeah, he goes to the boys' is like academy, and they thought, okay, yeah. So then the one of the witches, before he left, she walked up to him, and kissed him right in right then and there. As yeah, so then he leaves. Mm. He really did enjoy that, right? As he's embarrassed. So yeah, now time to roll the dice. Sorry. So at Nemoy, his school, he wields a sword, as me, as they like. All right, your first mission is to chop up that no or that punching bag. Okay, okay. The one of them says, "I think Chunky could just hug it to death." Hey, I'm I'm hurtful. Oh, okay. So everyone went, and they could not even make a dent in it, except for so so Chunky, my character, not not Chunky, not Chucky. It's Chunky, like in yeah. Everyone went, and only he was left, or actually, he did not get the opportunity because it was lunchtime, and as he says, that's so unfair. As he like, mm, mm, he grabs like some food from the restaurant or the cafeteria, starts eating it, and and he is like a seed, like a how would I put this? Like a plant. He's the outer rim, like his skin, or is so yeah. So he ends up um getting bullied a lot by the boys and by the Winx Club, like fairies, for being chunky. And he does not mind it, actually. Then the day came where the three witches were those three witches called the fourth like a monster, or entire army. But this army had, like, could shoot lasers out of its hands or claws. So they shoot as he's body blocking the entrance. As he's getting shot at. And as Darcy worried about him. As they take those things back. Yeah. I'm body blocking the door. As he says that, he immediately gets like the entire army uses all their power at once, sends him flying backwards, and the orders to those creatures was to capture every single one of them, except for the one that they just killed. So they did. They're in prison. Huh. How do you feeling there? There's no one could. As they get interrupted. And by him, one of the monsters says, "There's an intruder." He broke down our defenses like it was nothing. What? Let's see. As they go, and they see a big buff guy. And he is like slaughtering the entire army of monsters, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Yeah. He was not in a happy mood. Because his suit was damaged, and he's so yeah. So basically, he slaughtered over 9,000. Yeah. So then the witches came to try to kill him, but as he says, let me guess. You three must be the witches. White Ainge must be the icy, stormy, and my beloved and Darcy. And she doesn't recognize him. But then when he said her, or when he says his beloved Darcy, as Darcy remembered who he is. Chunky, is that you? Yep, it's real me. And that one that everyone makes fun of was actually my suit of armor. And I believe that all of your monsters destroyed my suit of armor. It melted. So I'm really mad at that. So yeah. So then when she went totally, I had a nosebleed. She literally landed on her butt and laid down with swirls in her eyes. Yeah. As Icy and Stormy were the only ones that were, no matter, as they both creates powers. Huh. So back inside, so at prison, they're some of them are panicking of what should we do? What should we do? Whoever's trying to break us out aren't really doing their job thing. As the I know who that intruder of the that's trying to break us out is. As they're who is it? It's Chunky. As some of them are that, and Chunky guy, the big blob looking guy. How in the heck is he destroying the entire army? Oh, there's a little story. See, don't judge a book by its cover. That's one of the rules. Because that suit of armor, or that big meat thing, was actually his armor. Or his real self was actually was inside that armor. Wait, so hold on, you're saying that our or actually Chunky was not actually chunky or chunky long. Yes. Because his parents made him wear that suit. No. Because he did not want to attract unwanted attention until he was aged. So yeah. So then So he did take care of the Icy and Stormy and took their keys, and plus she's already knocked out, but he kissed her And then he runs off. Oh. So, yeah, like he runs off into the to where his friends are at. And there you guys are. Normally he Chunky, long time no see. As everyone was shocked, like all of them had that like love face thing, or like shocked face when they saw what he looked like now. Oh. So, yeah. So then he unlocks the door. As he's like, huh. That's kind of funny. Funny. You guys, he's picked on me when I was in that suit of armor, but then when I showed you my real self, you changed. As most people are like, you changed a lot. You kind of you caught us guard. Like, you kind of, like, caught us off guard. And they were like trying to, like, as he walks away, or no, actually they all escape as Darcy and the Icy and Stormy got apprehended, and the monsters went back to like the normal way. And yeah, so then, but every girl that saw his, like, what his real self was or is, as he looks over at the melted suit of armor, as he like, how do you feel? As Sky like says, how do you feel about, let's restart the being and yeah. So then then he trains with them as he like does the slicing thing. Like he chopped up, and when Sky saw what the they saw what happened to the like a puppet thing or the punching man. He shocked everybody as he could not believe it, or they could not believe that he did that. As he says, "Huh, I would have just okay." As every girl who who was like, "Holy crud!" And then every boy sits right next to him, hanging out with him, because they because they were pretty much lucky to have him around. And of course, he does visit with her. And as he tells him that she wants to marry him and Lang. As he says, sure. And because his parents also, if he loves somebody, because he's learning how, like, women's work thing, like, but she, like, tells him that you don't need to, like, change your body structure or anything like that. So then the day came, they got married, and he was Darcy's husband now. Darcy was not manipulating him, and she actually fell in love with him. They can't believe it. So then the day after they had kids, and yeah. So the kids looked like their mother, or like the girls. She had 6 kids in her body. She had 3 girls, 3 boys. 3 girls had the same style of hair, but with like pink in the front hair and green in the back. Yeah. And then boys looks almost like their father, but with like green hair. Yeah. So, yeah. Is They so she decides to have more kids. And so she asks him if it's okay with him doing that. As he says sure. So they did the deed again. This time 6 kids again. So yeah. Reason why I say 6 kids because some of the people, oh, like for like kids thing, usually is 1 or 2, but in anime that logic is not like totally accurate because yeah. So she ends up having 12 kids. And 6 boys, 6 girls, and yeah. The one of or the other 3 girls had, like, instead of having red and in the front, it's actually the behind and then green. But the other boys, or like boys one, they have like similar to their father, pink hair but green eyes. Yeah. So then, yeah. So then guy gets this guy gets married to her, and like everybody got married, as he Chunky was pretty helpful. He helped it with his kids, changing their diapers and doing all that stuff. And he also helped their friends, changing their diapers or their kids' diapers and all that stuff. So yeah. So now please leave a like, share, subscribe. Peace.